Right, hi everyone. Just thought I'd do a video because very soon the 40th year anniversary of me being introduced to role playing, everything else is coming up. The only problem is my health's been pretty poor. It's been flaring up lately, pain and all sorts. My head's not too great today either, so it's not been great. I'm still hoping to run in May. You can see I haven't even shaved, which I've got to shave later. So that's the plan. I'm just going to read off. So I'm going to look to the side because this is pretty much what I put down. So these are my plans. Okay. Well, as people know, my health has had a tumble, so I've had to take a lot of time out due to ill health. So I haven't really played since 2019, something like that. I think one of my last ones also was at the St George as well. I think I did one or two there. I can't remember how long ago that was, and but I think that was some time ago. But I've steered clear of it really because everything's going on. There's a lot going on, and it's not been great. And I just needed time out, so I focused on my wargaming. A lot of my posts, other than depression, everything else has been on my wargaming, and I felt that was best just to focus on one thing. I've still been reading bits and pieces, got the odd RPG or two, but I haven't read much, which now I'm going to start reading. The Fallout series, even though I do feel, and I still feel, even though it's explained, and I'm going to call this guy a pissing idiot. You don't say to do with the Fallout series, oh, it's not made for the fans, because if you're going to say that with let's say you're a painter or done great paintwork or an author or something, you say no, this ain't one ain't for the fans. People ain't gonna watch it. People ain't gonna read it and things like that. You're going to people. You're gonna lose initial people watching it until they discover, oh, actually, it is good. It's sort of like a crazy thing to say. Even with the reasoning behind it, and understand the reasoning, I just thought that's absolutely crazy. But I'm gonna run Fallout. I'm gonna read through that because I do like the series, and it actually is for everyone, including the fans. But they would have made changes. They would have made differences, just to put their own mark on it. But to say that is just pretty silly for me. It really is. It's just crazy for me personally. Anyway, back to the role playing. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of sorting out. I got a mate that'll be running. There's possibly one other person at some point. Because I'm based in Bedminster. I've been looking at places to run because I was thinking about running in a pub. And then the Coronation Bedminster, I found out they're playing D&D once a month. Now, I could, once I'm feeling better, do that once a month, and because there's 3 tables, I could be the 4th table once a month. But because of the move as well, I don't want to start that until after the move. But I still would like to run every 2 weeks. Now, be it there or be it somewhere else, I just want to find somewhere where it ain't too noisy, that I can get to within walking distance. I don't want to travel. I don't want to. I don't want to walk 3 or 4 miles in 30, 40 minutes. Something within under half hour is right for me. And with the Coronation, I could probably go a little bit further, but not too further. That's including as far as Spike Island. I'd probably be okay with that. So that sort of area. So I'm still thinking and just seeing how things go. Gonna got a mate that'll be checking out the Coronation tomorrow. The pricing is about £3.50 odd. So they're not, as they put down, £1 note, because they do it one to something, 4 or 5. I think they're two, more of a two. So They're not the cheapest because Weatherspoons is, and the A1 packet's pretty good as well. But it's still good pricing. They do food and they do tea, coffee, things like that. And I've had a look. I actually quite like it. It's not massive, but it's nice. Reasonably well laid out. The only thing is a huge amount of graffiti in the men's toilets, but that's okay. The guy that runs the coronation is a fellow geek. I think does gaming. He may do D&D. I don't know, but I do know he's a fellow geek, and there's a few games that run once a month. That's great. So I would like to do it. I would like to do it there or somewhere fairly local. I'm aiming for May, but May the 1st, because I don't know when. I can remember roughly this time with Fighting Fantasy and role playing would be about now, because the guy that started his job it would have been back in April, so it would have been within the next, literally within about a month, 4 to 6 weeks. So I feel if I just place it at May, because it could have been middle of May, but I do believe it's just before my birthday. I know that. If I do that, then I say, yeah, that's the start of it. So after such a huge break, and it's huge for me, 2019, I really would like to get back running games again. So I'm looking at that. Be in the afternoon, something like 2 to 6 or something like that. Might be a little bit earlier with the finishing time, or even the start time. I don't know. Nothing's written in stone yet, but I'm looking forward to it. So if you have seen this and live locally, and you're not a psychopath, or someone that would argue for over an hour over a rule or suit or over a decision, even if I've made a mistake, please let it go, because if you're gonna argue about the case or something that I've done, and there's an impasse, just wait until after, and some can always be sorted out after, rather than like before. I've had it where the whole groups looked to standstill, and I think it was a mistake on both sides, because it really did stop the group for a while. I could see the person's point, but looking at it, I thought, hang on a minute, it broke things up a bit. It wasn't good. So yeah, I'm going to, I'll be running this group, possibly at the coronation, but I don't know yet. But I do go in every Thursday. Sometimes it's a Wednesday, like this week. But usually it's on a Thursday. I'm in the Weatherspoons, Bond Street in Bedminster, from about 1. It's now just after 1, so about between 1. I don't know why I put 4 in. 1, just after 1, and about 5 to 6 o'clock. Sometimes I may go in the Masonic as well, or one other place before going home. But it's just a nice break for me. I can unwind and just relax and stuff like that. And that's what I'm hoping to do more things, be able to relax and enjoy things more. I want to go out more. I want to see people I haven't seen before, but also like to make more friends, meet more people. People are decent and not absolute shitbags, because I've had my fill of it, honestly. A lot of it's been covered, but I've had a real nasty life, real hard time, and I just want to turn it around, so instead of mostly bad memories, bad things, I can create more positive things and things that are better. I want to improve my life by the towards the end of summer. I want to think, good God, back towards in April, things were a lot different. Look at me now, I'm healthier. I've lost more weight. My diabetes are under control. I've made new friends. The outlook's looking better, and things are better for me. The moves happened. I'm more settled, more settled in myself and everything, and that's what I'm looking forward to. One of these steps is actually to get behind that GM screen to roleplay again, because that's so extremely important for me. Because being so young when I did this, started role playing, is just an incredible tip for years, and at the same time was fighting fantasy, so I can do the Crown of the Kings, which I believe I've got the fighting fantasy role play of that. I do got the Book of Black Sand, but also got Wall of Fartop Mountain. That could be played. Story Master Tales can be played as a card game, but you run it sort of like in a way, like a a fighting fantasy book, but it feels a little bit of a hybrid as well, like sort of like you can role play a little bit with it, but it's nice. It's really nice, lightweight rules. The only thing I did not like, which I hope one day is sort out, is the combat needs to be better. I wasn't keen on the combat, but that was the only thing I could criticise about that. Other than that, his books are really well laid out. Professor even does the illustrations and everything, and does the soundscapes. And I don't even know I haven't played his map thing, but there's loads of amazing stuff he does. And yeah, great. He does great work, and he's well worth checking out. But yeah, I'm back. I am definitely back now. Even though I did say a few years ago I wanted to do it, I'm back. I should be back soon, role playing. And once I get the first couple of games finished, it'd be like riding a bike. As people know, if you haven't ridden the bike in, let's say, 15, 20 years, and then you start getting back, you pretty much there. You can still ride. I haven't ridden a bike since 1999, but I do know that if I could, I would be able to get on there and be fine. But I don't like going on the roads or anything else like that. The only thing I could do is cycle tracks and stuff like that. I hate the roads and stuff like that. I hate being a cyclist on the roads, but still. But yeah, I'll finish off in a moment. But yeah, I got loads of role playing games to play. The heavy metal one, the heavy metal gods, Ragnarok heavy metal gods game, I really want to play. I've even got Terminator that I need to replace the book for, and the Blade Runner RPG using the same rules, loads and loads of other books that I can run, literally tons of it. And I even got, if I can just before I go, because yeah, I got that one, even though it shows it round the wrong way. But yeah, I got quite a few that I like to do, and out, not some sense to me. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So that's where I am, the Weatherspoons. So if you want to pop in, and even if the people I haven't seen that are friends want to see me and are close by and thinking, well, I'm in the centre of town or something like that. Well, they're there actually, and they're there for a few hours. I can pop in for an hour. Please do. I'll be glad to see you. It's not as if, oh no, I don't want to see this person. I'll be glad to see people. I'm so cut off at the moment with everything, with the situation I'm in. I can't travel much because of my health and everything. And travelling on bus, I hate now with these scanning things. Oh, you got upside down with something, and then you go like that and things like that. And it's so much simpler with printing the bloody date on it, or at one time just punching holes. I don't feel technology is always the best, particularly with that. But I see people using their phones as well, which is fine. But sometimes I do like these simpler things, but yeah, that stuff does put me off. So I can't get out and about as much as I like, and I'll never be able to drive because I don't like that. So I got to stay close by. But I'm on the move. I don't know where I'm going to be. Once I know, I will say that I've moved and just the rough location. I don't mind saying Bedminster here because yeah, I don't mind that. But yeah, the rough location and just leave it like that. So yeah, and at some point I will get into town. So I know Geek Retreat's gone at the moment. I understand what's happened there. But if people want to meet me in the town centre, contact me. You know, I'm not that well with telepathy. You get me? I cannot read people from such a distance. You know, you got to be close by. No, I'm only kidding, but sort of. But yeah, just contact me. The longer it gets with no contact, the harder it gets when it comes to contacting people and reinstating the rapport and friendship. And I've got nothing against people because I know it's running quite a bit or anything. Most of it simply because the circumstances people are aware of, and it's hard to see people or get to people. I've got to get lifts and things like that, so it's really, really hard. And I have given out, say, look, if you want to go out for a meal, you want to go out for a drink, just say, but at least one or two people haven't said nothing, and it made me scratch my head thinking, what have I done? I've done nothing really wrong. Honestly, I really haven't. You know, there may have been with, YouTube mention that was a bit of criticism or something like that, and I'm thinking, yeah, but it would no personal attack on anyone if I do criticise things. Now, I've been criticised, especially with the gaming convention. It was a lot worse than anyone else has had, especially the people who took over. So please cut me a break on it. It's a little unfair. So I've had stuff like that, but honestly, contact me, because at the moment, you know, with some people I'm thinking, are we actually friends anymore? Because there's one or two of them thinking, it's been years now, you haven't even made an attempt to make any contact with me or anything. And with one, I tried, no real reply, and I'm thinking, what's the point? But it's their choice. But still, I'll close it off. And now, if I have actually said something that has upset someone, fine, I do apologise. I do apologise if that criticism felt a little bit worse than I meant to. But to be honest, it's not worth, you know, getting too upset, or life's too short to hold a grudge or anything. No matter what happened, or somebody tried to phone here, because a couple of years ago we had a lot of crank calls and stuff like that. So I don't know what happened with anything, to be honest. But I'm there and I'm willing to listen. But you know, it's a two-way street. But anyway, thanks for watching this, and sorry about the bristles and that. I'm gonna get that shaved soon, and I will speak to people next time. And have you noticed, I haven't said that one bloody word that was annoying me in the last video, which I said that I keep saying, and I feel I was much more prepared, and I felt this one was actually better, even though it's 19 seconds. But anyway, thanks for watching. Until next time.